Hey guys, welcome back to the small scale group build hosted by BG and Sean at the Model Car Guy. Here we're going to start with the chassis, where we're going to be doing all of our painting. We are doing this with all clad aluminum, which is covering the floor pan and the rear of the car with the spare tire carrier. I chose this because this is going to go along with the theme of the car. What I've done is masked off all the areas that I don't want painted, including the frame rails, the exhaust, the engine, and then I just go at it with my airbrush at about 15 psi. The all-clad paints are fantastic to paint with. So here we go, and just enjoy the painting. And now I reverse all the masking and use Tamiya titanium silver for the exhaust. And then I use a couple of other colors to highlight the heat staining. Today was spent just working on the chassis, getting it ready for paint, and then finally getting it into paint, getting everything done, and working on the chrome parts. Now we have the chassis finished, and here it is. This is the big reveal of our undercarriage. Done quite a bit of detail painting on it just to dress the whole thing up, as it is basically a one-piece chassis with nothing really for you to do there except snap the wheels on it. So I figured I would just paint the entire thing up and detail it out as much as I could without getting too crazy with it. So here we have the underside. The floor pan is done in all clad aircraft aluminum, and there is a reason for that, which you'll see when the rest of the car starts to come together. Did all the detail paintings on the engine, the little Chevy engine red on there, then the exhaust done in titanium silver with some heat treated effects being applied to it. Then did our shadowing, much as I've done on a bunch of my other builds. You can see exactly how I do that on my other builds, because if you've watched this video all the way through, you'll see that I totally screwed up the recording and missed most of what I did. So here you can see the finished product, and if you'd like to find out exactly how I did it, you'd be better off watching one of my other videos. But the entire frame, the suspension parts are all done in Tamiya semi-gloss black. That's out of a can. The aircraft aluminum is done with the airbrush, and so is the exhaust, done with titanium silver and the transmission, and Chevy engine red for the engine. That's all done with the airbrush. All of that required quite a bit of masking, as I did one section at a time, and just masking and applying more masks and more masks. Wish I could have recorded all of that for you. Not sure exactly how much I did record, but if I have anything worth showing, then I will post it up here on this video. Gotta go through everything. I'm almost done with the chassis. I see a couple of things that I continue to detail out. But for the most part, the chassis is pretty much done. I'm very happy with the way it came out and all the detailing on it, which was really the fun part of this build so far. The next thing we have is we've applied a black wash over the front grille and the wheels, just to, even though we hit the chrome with the dull coat, still look a little too toyish, but with the wash over it, it added some more shadows, which gives it a much more realistic appearance. So I'm much happier with the way it looks now than it was initially. The rear bumper, of course, just has the two bumper sides and the license plate holder. No really need to do anything there. And now we're getting started on our two-piece interior. It's going to be a two-tone interior, as this interior only has a dashboard, a steering wheel, and the interior tub. So I've already started with some red oxide primer before I lay my base color down. So we're on our first step there, and for our interior. So the project is definitely moving along, and shouldn't have any problem with getting this done before the month is out. As you can see, all the tires are done. They look pretty good. Well, I may add a little coating of semi-gloss clear to the tires just to shine them up a little bit, as at least the face of the tire, to shine it up a little bit, as they're looking just a little too flat for my liking. So I think that if I shine them up a little bit, just give them a little bit of a semi-gloss shine, very similar to what's going on here with these tires, I think it would give it a more realistic appearance. The body, you guys saw yesterday. We'll still have to do a little bit of, tiny little bit of work on the rear before I can start applying color to that. But as of right now, I think we are moving along at a good pace to have this car finished in time. Again, I am incredibly happy with the chassis. I was one of those guys who thought that these kits are just way too simple. I'm going to be bored with them. It's not going to be any fun. Never thought about jumping in, but I'm really enjoying finding the extra effort in order to make this a really interesting project. And after the way this chassis came out, I'm very happy that I dove into this and discovered these 1/32 scale cars, because the model really only is as simple as you make it. And of course, we know I never do anything the easy way. Alright guys, well, that's going to be it. That's my update for the small scale group build. And give me a like, thumbs up if you like what I'm doing. Subscribe, even if you don't like it, subscribe anyway. Trust me, we're gonna have a lot of fun here. And check out a lot of the other guys who are doing this group build also. Some of the guys are doing some amazing work out there. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna end it here, and I will see you guys on the next one.